Welcome back to the show, Reed. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
It's freaking golden now. The sun's shining. I got my good side.
It's a
I
Monday.
switched up the studio again.
Oh, I just noticed that.
Throwing you guys off. I got to keep people honest.
Are
I
you
can't let
getting
them know my next move.
are you getting bored or something at home?
Yeah, I was gonna do like the setup from last time, but I didn't feel like moving the chair over there, so I was like, eh.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a big problem.
And to be honest, the reason I didn't just sit over there is because the sun is at like the perfect thing where
Mhm.
it's just blinding that
Yeah,
chair. So
dude.
I was like, yeah, we'll flip it over.
Well,
But
since today's Monday, you had any Monday blues today?
dude, every single Monday, bro, every single day, actually.
I'm like Garfield. I hate Mondays, but I love lasagna.
Dude, that is a fat cat. I'll tell you that right now. And what a
That is
stupid movie too. I'll say that.
movie stupid. The cartoon strip is good.
You read cartoon strips?
Well, like you've never had to do that when you were younger?
Is newspapers still a thing? Do people still have a newspaper?
Oh yeah, I see it. My grandpa has one all the time.
Yeah, it's usually the old people. Yeah, I haven't seen a newspaper, like a legit paper newspaper,
Mhm.
probably since 2011.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've looked at one. I mean, I've seen one. Does anybody even do like cartoon strips in there anymore? What's the deal with that?
I read the obituaries. Those are pretty comical sometimes. They got some real knee slappers every once in a
Yeah,
while. But
man. They're just oh man, I can't even make a joke about that.
dude,
Oh,
okay. So I want to bring up something that I was driving to practice today, and I thought of something. I was like, dude, I haven't told this story yet on the podcast.
mhm.
Of So, have you seen the movie 17 again with Zac
Yes,
Efron?
I love that movie.
Great movie. Love that movie. I'll watch it if it's on. I'll watch it right now. All right, great movie. So you know the part where he, I'm gonna move the mic a little bit when he is looking up to the stands. And his like wife's up there, and he goes like the and does like he kisses his hand and does the
Oh yeah.
shot. So I saw that in fourth grade. Okay, and I had a little relation. All right, going on
Mhm.
relationship, and I was playing basketball just at recess, and she was like sitting over on the other side watching. Every single time I
No
turned, I was like,
way.
I pointed, and
No,
I was like,
no.
I did it like four times though, and then I think like the fourth time she's like, all right, I get it.
I get it,
Yeah,
pal. All right, we're
one too
good.
many. But
Oh,
dude, I thought I was just so romantic doing that.
dude, there was like always those little stuff that you'd pick up from movies, and you'd be like, "I'm gonna try this out in real life, see how it does."
I still do. What do you mean?
Yeah, I go through my daily life like that.
Did you ever have because like in fifth grade had a lot of
Mhm.
girlfriends. Right? Had a lot of things going on.
At the
Did
same
you
time,
actually? Yes, one time I did. It was, and they both
double
knew, and they were
kissing,
cool.
dude,
Well, I was too afraid to kissy
or
kiss
double
them, but
hugging. That's a
hey,
better word.
I had the double arms, but
Double hugging.
no, I remember. Yeah, it was two of the girls in there in the same class, and um, they I told them both. I was like, "Yo, I like you, and I like you, and I don't know how to make the decision." One of them was like, "Why don't you just be a player and just date us both?" I was like, "Okay, jeez." It's like to both of them, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I was thinking, I was like, did you ever have a girl like at a younger age break up with you, or like you break up with a girl? Because I used to get my heart broken a lot back then though when I was dating that much
Yeah,
as
I'm
a
trying
little
to.
kid.
Yeah, you gotta be cold hearted. You gotta just
Dude,
go for it when
they
you were
were
younger.
they were ruthless too. They would
Yeah,
just
or they
drop me like a
sometimes
bad habit.
sometimes they would like send a friend over and be like, "Julia's breaking up with you," and you'd
See,
be like,
that's how I used
"What?"
that's how I used to ask girls out back then. Because
Oh, you'd send the yeah, you'd send a messenger.
yeah, you throw a little pigeon, tie a little note to the pigeon, and
Yeah.
let them fly over. I'm not going over there. So you
Mm-mm.
allow them to go over, and I'd be like, I had one relationship. I'm actually like we went to school with her like all through high school too. Like I'm
Who
cool
is
with
it?
her. I won't say that name, but
Put her on blast.
we dated for one recess.
Ooh.
Best recess of my life, man.
I hold on
No,
to
and
that memory every day.
no, and she broke up with me because sh- you know, when you know how like scary it is when you're I don't know how to say this, like uh
When you're like scared to talk to each other and stuff,
yeah, no, so yeah,
and you're
you're
just
like
like
you're
awkwardly just like,
dating and like
hey,
yeah, you don't want to like go over there like at
yeah,
recess. So like we like started dating before recess. Recess comes, she's like, come hang out with me. I had a football game playing, all right,
yeah, dude,
on the
gotta get your
pavement, you
priorities
know.
straight.
My team needs me, and then also and then her friends. This is what pissed me off. Her friends kept coming over. Justin, come hang out with her. She's just sitting over there alone. Her friends just kept coming up and bugging me.
Nah, babe, ball is life.
No, I ended up having a bad game, and then so I'm texting her. I'm like, I can't do your friends are just too annoying. And she's like, well, guess what? Poof, you're single. I was like, oh,
Man,
I was like, oh
that was like the plot
goodness,
of High School Musical right there.
dude. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, it was a wild time where that stuff would happen. It would be like, hey, go tell her I like her, and then the guy comes back, she likes you too. Then all of a sudden you're like, okay, I got this. Ask
So
her if she wants to be boyfriend and girlfriend.
that's how it worked. That's
Hmm.
just how we did things back in the day. Kids just don't know now. All right? They just don't
Yeah.
understand.
Now they
Everyone's got
got
this.
Ding Dong and Twitter and all
They
this
got
stuff to
they got
use.
Tweeter. They got all these things. You know? But the other story I want to tell that I just remembered because I had I don't know why I thought I was a very good singer back in the day.
I did
Like I
too.
thought
I
I
did
c- I
too.
thought I could hit any note, and so I was known for singing a lot. And there's three instances that I can think of right now. Two of them which involved a girl, and I
Oh yeah.
sent videos of me singing to them. So the first one, do you remember the song Billionaire? I think it was by
Yes, I do.
I wanna be a billionaire
That
so
was the one you
freaking
said.
bad. No, so I called this girl that I'm dating, and I'm pretty sure it was fourth grade because it was my first year having a phone,
Yeah.
and so I was dialing anybody's number. I was calling everyone, but so I was called and she didn't answer, and I was like, it was her favorite song, and I was like, yo, I'm just thinking about you.
Oh no.
No, and I was
I'm
like,
just
I just
thinking
heard
about
that
you.
song. I just heard that song, and I was like, I want to be a billionaire. Singing into a voicemail box. All right. A voicemail.
Yeah.
And then the other one makes me so angry because I was a little bit too old to be doing it. I, I was a freshman. Okay. I'm not
Senior
saying,
year.
no, I was like a freshman, and it was on my first Instagram account, the one that it was the funniest one. If I
Oh
wish I still
yeah.
had it.
The Minecraft.
I sent a voice message singing "I'm Yours" by Jason Mraz to this girl that I was talking to because it was her favorite song. She's like, and of course, people ask like,
I
"Hey,
could
can you
sing it.
sing?" No, people, can you sing? I was like, "Yeah, I'm actually a pretty good singer. I just don't like to sing." She's like, "Please send me a video of me of singing that thing." So I sent it on Instagram voicemail. I was like, it took me like 30 takes to try to get the right tone because I was listening to myself. I was like, that doesn't sound very good. I was like, doesn't sound how I picture it. Yeah. So I had to sing "I'm Yours" a cappella, no music behind it, and on an Android Instagram 2013 Instagram app, which is shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was freshman year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
dude, there was one time freshman year when there was this girl I liked in my PE class, and I was friends with a kid. You
She
you
hot?
know him? Yeah, yeah.
She's a smoke show.
And I was friends with this kid that we both know. Um, it would probably take you a while to guess who it is. He's big, big, big.
Are we body shaming her? Come on,
Yeah, I
man.
am. Well, I'm a big guy too, so I don't care.
Yeah, you can pass. I get it.
But
I get it.
so I remember he was like, "Man, you should just worst like wingman ever." I like never even talked to the girl. So man, you should Snapchat her, man. You should Snapchat her. I'm like, should I? And he's all, yeah. And then he's all, here, we'll make it better. We'll Snapchat her at the same time. So
Oh
it'll be
boy.
like he's like, so it'll be like funny, like she'll think it's a joke because we're always like goofing around in PE. And I'm like, oh, okay, it makes sense. Snapchat, Snapchatter. Mine only left undelivered. His, they're having a conversation back and forth, and he's all,
Oh,
"Yeah, man,
ouch.
did she answer you yet?" I was all, I don't think it went through. Maybe, yeah, I don't
It got
know.
lost on the way.
I was so disappointed. I was like, man, this
Wait,
sucks.
how does this story end? Does the guy end up? Does your wingman end up?
Absolutely not.
No, okay. So he end up stealing your gal.
Nah, dude, I was just like, come on, man. I was like, this is rough.
I ruined one kid's. I made a kid cry actually because I felt just the dick I was in middle school. He was planning on. We were at like a. I don't know what we were doing. We were at. We were in the. It was like we were in the. It was like an assembly, but like kind of like post assembly, like into recess. So we're just all sitting in the gymnasium, and this kid was planning on asking this girl, um, asking her out. I think it was something like to do with that, or like tell her that he likes her. And he was
Big one.
planning on it, and like some of my friends were helping him like plan it. It was gonna be epic. He was gonna just approach it. He was gonna do it. He was like one of those nervous kids. So what do I do when I hear that? I stomp all the way over to the girl. Tap tap tap. Hey, my buddy over there likes you. And she just leaves, and then he just starts bawling. I was like,
My
oh.
buddy here likes you.
Yeah, that kid
Oh,
never spoke
dude.
to me again. I think we ended up going to high school together. He didn't
Still
really
didn't
like.
talk to you?
Yeah, you never let that one
Dude,
down.
yeah, you gotta let that one go after a while. Just like, how do you explain it to people when they're like, when you're like, oh, I don't really like that kid. Just why? Well, there's this one time in middle school, there was this gal.
It's so weird that because I went to most of the people I went to like high school with, like I went to school with from like third grade.
Yeah.
Like, and we just grew up. So like I've looked back on like yearbooks. I'm like, holy crap, I forgot these people were even in my class.
Oh yeah.
And like that because they just
Yeah,
wicked.
that's how it was like. Cause I went to
School with
an
10
elementary
people.
school. Well, no, I went to an elementary school in town for
Wait,
like
what school?
Scotton.
Ah,
Well,
boo.
yeah, I was over there, so I knew a lot of the kids.
We
And
used
then
to
of
crush
course
you
with
guys.
football, then it was crushes and what?
Basketball. Never lost to the Bombers.
I didn't go to Gilmore. I just went to Scotland.
It's the same thing. It's right
No,
there.
I
They're
mean,
connected. What do you mean? It's just
yeah,
the
I guess
one grade lower.
I guess it's all the same. You're right. But yeah, and
Dude,
so
was there anything better than playing basketball in middle school for your team?
oh
Like for your
dude,
school?
I was an all-star, baby.
Thought it felt like we were legends.
Yeah, dude.
On game day, because we used to wear shirt and ties on game day.
Yeah.
Dude, you pull up to school with the shirt and tie on, your bag, you have like your gym bag slunched over with your
Yeah.
shoes hanging out. Dude, I felt like I was a legend.
Dude, I especially felt like a legend just because there was only one other kid on the team who I
You
could
were the
play
legend.
against. Yeah, it was just me and him, and we were the legends.
Oh no, I was thinking back like those like playing middle school basketball, little league, pop Warner. Those were so fun.
Oh, I know, dude. It felt.
And
It
I
was
feel like
just.
it got worse. Like after
Yeah.
we left, I feel like the talent just went down the
Yeah,
drain.
man. It's just not the same crop. They're not cut from the same crop.
I know. But I wanted to bring up back to the singing portion
Oh
because I
yeah.
have one more. I think I've mentioned this before, and I'm pretty sure there's a video somewhere out there. Sixth grade, it's Special Persons Day, and it was like a Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
You invite one person, like a special person. You have a nice little brunch and just hang out. So we're like a couple days before we're on a walk with like class, and the teacher's like, "Yeah, we need some entertainment." I was like, "Oh, I'll sing," and the teacher's like, "I was joking," and the teacher's like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "I mean, kind of." She's like, "Oh, you're good," and I was like, "I mean, I've been told I can carry a
I'm
tune,"
all
and
right.
yeah, and then I wasn't
I'm no
expecting her to follow
Sinatra,
up.
but
Yeah, I wasn't expecting her to follow up on it, and next thing you know, I'm oh,
Whoa.
and I'm scheduled to perform at this special person's day. So I was like, oh geez. And back then, major stage fright. Don't know how I couldn't get up. Actually, I could now. I don't care. But like high school, dude, you tell me to get up there and sing, not a chance. Now, sixth grade, middle school, the worst years of your life when you're going through those pubes. And I don't know why I abbreviated it like that. That sounded gross. The puberty. There you go. Oh, going through the puberty, not the pubes.
I've never heard anyone say
But anyways,
that.
so you don't have a ton of confidence. So I get up there. I practiced for a couple days, rehearsed in front of my mom at home. I sang a cappella in front of at least 140 people. A cappella Green Day, Time of Your Life. That song, you know that song?
Oh, yeah.
Great song. Love the
Great song.
Great song.
10 out of 10.
I sang that a cappella. Just got up and there the teacher's like, all right, we have a special performance today, a singer in the classroom. I come stomping up. And
Well,
then I was
yeah.
just like, I just sat there and I was like, another turning point for stuck in the
Was there any
Jeez.
music playing in the background?
Nope, not even a peep. Just me singing. And I sang it like Green Day too, and he has like a sort of monotone voice. So
Yeah.
I was just another turning point. I was like,
Oh,
oh.
dude. I would pay great money to see that. I'm trying to figure something out with my head. Is that my veins?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it? I'm going to hold my breath real fast. Let me see.
So I look like when
Oh
I'm on
my
the toilet.
I didn't realize I had the veins coming through.
Oh, I did. I have those too.
I didn't realize that. I didn't know you could see it.
Mine
No one
usually
else-
come out when it's hot. When it's hot outside, I start sweating.
Oh.
My veins start pulsing.
Dude, it was pretty hot today, I got to say. It was a little warm.
It's about 90. It was like 90 in Sac today. It's almost summertime, which I don't want.
Man,
I don't like that summer
summertime's a
weather.
come.
Man.
Oh, dude, this year's going to be like dreadful too.
Yeah. Are you gonna get that? Have you been working on that summer bod?
Dude, I've been trying. I've been
You
running
trying?
every day.
Now, are you one of those guys? Are you confident enough in your own skin to you go running, you pop off that shirt?
Absolutely not.
Me neither. I don't.
can't do that,
rarely will
man.
ever go shirtless.
No way. I cannot do that.
I respect it. Some people like don't have the best bodies, but they're like, it's hot out. Shirt
Yeah, they
coming
just
off.
go for it.
Yeah, and they just rock it. I respect it.
The
I don't have
confidence
the
level is like up here. I can't even
Yeah.
imagine that.
I just don't like how, no matter what weight you are, if you're running without a shirt, your moves are
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
bounce.
dude.
So even if you have pecs, they're still gonna bounce, so it makes it look like you got
Yeah.
some boobies.
Yeah, dude, if you're like shredded, you could take your shirt off and run. But like, I don't know, man. It's just too much.
Too much pressure. I feel like everyone's looking at me when probably no one is.
Oh yeah, dude. If I was like totally shredded, no problem. And then I'd be running and go, why isn't anybody looking at me?
Yeah, come on, ladies. Easy.
There's
Easy on
plenty
the
of me to
competitive.
go around. Come on.
Oh. Speaking of boobies, did you ever have those bracelets that were I love boobies?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, those were so legendary.
I don't know what, weren't they for like breast cancer? But
Yeah, it was a breast cancer thing.
Were they really though?
No one wore it for that. I'll say that.
Yeah, and like
maybe adults, but like kids, like middle school, they were banned at our school.
Oh,
we weren't
really?
allowed to wear them. Yeah, because they had the word boobies on them. I was like,
Yeah,
dude,
see-
this is a penitentiary.
Yeah, I would use the excuse to be like, it's for breast cancer.
That was everyone's excuse. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm supporting breast cancer. No, you're not.
That's
kid.
what I'm saying. Was it like an actual, like it would go to breast cancer? Or did they just say, or like did some kid make that up one day and then it just stuck?
It's a possibility.
Yeah, dude.
It's
I
a
remember.
possibility.
I remember when I saw like a kid. It was this kid that I like looked up to so much. Probably wasn't a good idea to look up to him because he got into some problems. But he,
I always looked up to those type of kids.
yeah, he had the wristband on and it said "I love boobies," and I was like, "Whoa! Like you're allowed to wear that?" And he was like, "Yeah, man." Like, and I was just like, "I need to be more like him. I need to get that wristband." I think my cousin ended up giving me one.
I never owned one. That was the thing. I never could get my hands on one like to wear for like
Yeah.
for consistently. I got to try on a couple
Yeah,
from like friends. Like, hey, can
me
I
and
try
you, it
that on?
sounds like we were in the same boat that we were hunting. I was just lucky that my cousin
Yeah,
was
I
getting a
never
new
could get
one.
my hands on it. But you know, the other wristbands that I crushed had so many of them. Silly bands. Remember those bad boys?
Yes. Oh, I forgot about those
I
completely. I
had
was late
packs and
onto the
packs of
trend.
those.
I showed up to school with like a bunch of them on my wrist and nobody was wearing them anymore.
I could just see you coming in,
Dude,
just
yeah.
all happy, finally proud. Got them
Yeah.
up to your forearm, and just like,
I
oh, those
mean,
are out.
I should have like known because I found them at the dollar store that it was the end of an era. But I was like, hell yeah, babies, silly bands, put them all on with the school. Nobody's wearing them.
Those are dope though, because they had all the shapes. They had I
Oh
think
yeah.
I had a pack that was like animals. It was a whole bunch of exotic animals.
Oh,
So
so
I had a whole bunch of those.
speaking of those, do you remember that George Lopez? You remember the show George Lopez? Obviously.
I watch it every morning.
Okay,
I'm not even kidding. Every morning.
you know the one where the daughter Carmen has the wristbands, but they like mean something.
Uh-uh.
You don't remember that one? Okay, it's basically like how far you've gone with somebody was like a different
Oh
color.
yes,
You remember that
that's a
one?
real thing. That's a real thing.
Yeah. Well, it took over my school with the silly bands, but you had to break them off.
Oh,
And
savage.
I was just like, you guys watch the George Lopez like episode, don't lie, because they're like, no, man, it's a thing. But then I guess it was a thing too.
Jeez. Yeah, I only have one bracelet, so I mean, I haven't earned the rest of mine, but uh,
Yeah, you'd like break it off after you quote unquote earned it, which it was elementary school, so I don't think anybody was earning anything.
yeah. I remember I had this one friend that seventh or eighth grade, so you know you're starting to get into the scene of like understanding.
The birds and the bees.
The, is it the birds and the bees, or is it the Berts and the bees?
Birds. I don't know where you got
I
birds.
think no, it's Berts because
It's
like the chapstick.
it's no, it's not the same thing.
Not it.
No,
Okay.
dude.
Well, the birds and the birds. Is it birds like caca?
I think so. Birds and the bees.
Birds and the bees.
I'll look up
Why
where
would
it came
that
from.
mean? Why would that mean sexual
Yeah,
intercourse?
when I was confused when I was younger, and they were like, "Oh, they're talking about the birds and the bees," and I was like, "What do bees have to do with this? What was going on?"
Yeah, bees aren't sexual. They sting you. Where'd
Birds
it
and
come
the
from? What's the
bees.
origin?
Oh, you know what I think it's? I think I know, but I'm just gonna look up the definition.
My parents are being so loud upstairs. I'm about to yell at them. Tell them shut the hell
The
up.
birds and the bees is a metaphor for explaining the mechanics of reproduction to a younger children, relying on imagery of bees pollinating and eggs hatching to substitute
Ooh,
for more technical
those bee
explanation of sexual intercourse.
those bees are coming. I get it.
Yeah, because like the bees pollinate and then wait,
That's
so
so
the
hot.
eggs
That's
only
hot.
have so it's only the eggs that have something to do with it for
You want to speak
birds?
into the hey? You want to speak in the damn
Sorry,
microphone?
sorry.
My goodness.
Reproduction, the young relying on imagery of bees pollinating and eggs hatching. So why couldn't a duck be a part of it? Why couldn't it be the duck and the bees?
Yeah, ducks aren't sexual. Yeah.
Birds are.
Birds get go. But I want
Well,
to get to the story that I was saying
oh my
because
bad, my bad. Yep.
you're gonna enjoy this one because it's wild. So so these two, I had like a couple friends that pretty much introduced me to like everything about like the
Birds and the
birds,
bees.
the birds and the bees,
The
like
duck
kind
and the
of like it
bees.
introduced me to all of that. And I remember one of my friends at the time was talking about how he used to bang or he said that he banged his stuffed animal. And I was like, we thought he was kidding. We're like, oh, that's funny. That's funny. That's a good time. Like,
Good
whatever.
time. Sounds fun.
We have a sleepover at his house later. We go to his room, dude. Not even kidding. There's an alligator with a hole like that big, and I was like, "What is that?" And he's like, "I told you, it's my
So
alligator." I was
I
like,
told you,
"Dude, banging a stuffed animal?
dude.
I respect it."
The things young men will think about to find a way.
It's so true though. Your mind just goes into a
It
gutter at that
wanders.
age.
It just wanders off. You get bored.
Do you remember the first time you watched The Birds and the Bees?
Wait, what?
You watched, porn.
Okay. Well, the
What
way
do you think?
when you say like when you watch, it makes it sound creepy. Like I
Well,
was like
we
in
did have that.
person.
Well, we did have that episode. You are a cuck. We know this, and it's cool.
I'm
Just
cucked
respect
and
it.
proud, baby. But no, I
Put that in
remember.
your Instagram bio.
I remember. It's funny. This kid keeps coming up. The kid that I looked up to.
God, this
Uh,
guy, he's a mentor in your life.
stayed the
He's your
night.
Mr. Miyagi.
Stayed the night at his house, and he was like, "Hey man, you ever heard of something?" And I was like, "Heard of what?"
Oh boy, oh
And
boy.
he's like, "There's this stuff on the internet. I watch it all the time." And I was like,
Oh,
"What is it?" I was like in fourth grade,
yeah.
and I was like, and he was like, I think he was like 6. I think
Mhm.
so, somewhere around there. And I was just like, "Oh, like what is it, or whatever." I remember he's like, "This one's my favorite," and I'm like, "Okay, whatever." Clicks on it, dude. My reaction, it was not like I wanted to keep looking. For some reason, I was just like, "What the? Oh, that's disgusting. That's
Yeah,
gross."
that's
Like I
always the
was like
first one.
appalled. I was like, I didn't. My mind couldn't like wrap around what I just saw, and I was just like, "What?" And like I was just like
Mm.
confused, and like my mind was running a million miles an hour, and I was just like, "It's not good, man. That's not good. No, not for
Not my
me.
mom.
Not for
Not
me."
my mom. No, that mine's like pretty much similar. Like mine was seventh grade. I remember the exact thing. Like it was seventh grade. It was that same kid who banged his stuffed animal alligator.
It's
Showed me.
always those ones.
Yeah, no. I go in there and he's like, "Hey, check this out." And I was like, "What is that?" And yeah, he's like, "Dude, this is the good stuff." I was like, I'm intrigued. I was like,
What's
this is
good?
weird. Yeah, dude. I was just so shocked. I was like, what is this?
Yeah,
Uh,
it's so weird how like our generation was like so young, and like there was always those one kids who knew about something, and you were like, what are you
dude,
talking about?
one of my like our good friends that I grew up with. I mean, he knew about it way earlier than I did. Like a couple years, like probably like fifth grade, fourth grade.
Yeah, dude.
I'd say
Yeah,
fifth grade.
yeah.
Knew about it.
I'm trying to think.
What was the name of the video? Do you remember?
I don't even know. He was just like on these website, and then I remember I was
I
deathly.
remember. I remember like a couple key words that I just didn't understand. It was something Latina,
And
and
you're just like,
I was
it
just
would
like,
be
"What
funny if
is
that was
this?"
the one word you didn't remember was Latina. Like that was the one that stuck with you, was just Latina.
No, it was that, and then he pulls up the old Kim K, Kim
The
Kardashian,
classic.
the classic, the OG.
No, dude, I remember I was like deathly afraid to even like be associated with that kid, because he ended up like his mom ended up like catching on and like was looking through his history
Oh,
and like
goodness.
said something to my mom, and my mom's like, "You better not be looking at that stuff." And I'm like, when I was younger, I was deathly afraid of my mom, still am. And I was just like, "Oh
Your
my
mom will beat
god."
your ass.
Yeah, like anything. Like I remember my uncle had a drawer that was filled with like a Playboy. I was so terrified to even go near that dresser, because I
I
was
used to
like,
look at that all
I'm
the
not.
time.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not getting framed. I'm not getting framed for this one, man.
No, I've told that story. Like the same, like kid grew up with his parents had a couple of those old classic vintage PBs, and
Oh,
we would
dude.
always go up there and just we didn't even know what it was, but we would just stare at it and we would just be like, "This is so epic."
Dude, there's a place in a Folsom. It's like a kind of like a thrift store type shop. They sell old Playboys, like
Yeah,
old.
those are valuable.
Yeah,
I
from
mean,
like the '60s up.
as a collector, Those could be worth some dough.
Yeah, my brother's like, dude, you should get one. And I'm like, I would feel really uncomfortable going up to the cashier and being like, hello. I'm just putting them all on the
How are
table.
you?
Beautiful
Uh,
day, isn't it?
yeah, that's awkward.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, magazines. Something about reading about it. It's just
Dude,
way better than the internet.
and then speaking of like magazines, like even regular magazines, I used to love magazines. I would read
Dude,
any magazine.
oh, Inquirer people.
Mm-hmm.
I was big into
Mm-hmm.
those two because Inquirer always just like says the most weirdest shit and like the
Oh
fakest
yeah.
stuff. Like
Yeah.
it'd be like I'd be all about it. I'd be like, hell yeah, and I'd read that because I would
Sold.
always go to the store. Yeah, I was like, I'm in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
those
big with
those magazines.
magazines. I loved magazines.
I would never read it though. That was the thing. I would just look at the pictures.
Yeah, I would just pretend like I was reading it and I'd be like, oh, interesting.
I'd be like, oh, I knew about that. Just keep
Yeah.
flipping. I was like, where's the cool pictures? Yeah, where's the pictures of the ladies?
Yeah, where's the pictures that I like? This is nothing
Oh.
like that video I saw.
Oh goodness. Dude, yeah.
Yeah, dude, imagine,
Kids have technology way too early.
right?
Nowadays.
Like, I feel
We were
like
at the beginning.
when we got it, like that was early, but that's like not even like that's nothing compared to how kids are getting introduced now. Like what technology became popular when we were in like fourth grade, third grade.
I mean, I remember because I got a phone. I was like the first one in my class to get a phone. I know
Mhm.
that. I got like a flip phone though. It was like the
Yeah, see,
Razor.
that's a little different though, just because it's like it's
Yeah,
like
no,
texting, calling.
but like I remember like the beginning of YouTube, like when it was like the old television screen
Yeah,
on
on
the
the
App
iPods
Store,
and the iPhones.
and like my grandma always had the like new iPads and stuff, which I don't know why, because she still doesn't know how to use it very well. Like she
Yeah.
doesn't know how to use that stuff well, but she had like those, so I would be on those constantly,
Mhm.
uh, because I was always at her house. But yeah, I mean, when I got a smartphone for the first time, I got my brother's. I got his hand me down, and
Oh,
I was like sixth, seventh grade. So it was
yeah, I didn't. I had.
the mysterious world in that phone.
Oh,
Let's
dude,
hit
I
discover.
imagine. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was still pretty young for us, but like, kids are getting
Kids
it
now, yeah,
younger.
yeah. I'm like, geez, I don't know if I ever have a kid, like, yeah, they're not getting a phone.
I know. It's like the funny thing is it's like a balance thing too, because you're like, am I gonna be the guy who doesn't give my kid a phone, and then he's gonna be lost on everything?
Dude, I don't care.
But it's like, yeah, that's what I'm like. I don't know. I don't care.
You're not getting it.
A lot of stuff on the internet. What I like now is
But
that they still make like flip phones for kids and stuff.
dude, I would if I could, I would use a flip phone right now if I didn't need like certain apps for like school and for
Yeah.
like football and stuff. Like I would, dude, I love flip phones. It's so simple.
Yeah,
And
dude.
also like text message, you can't text someone on an iPhone because it comes back. I had that problem like in high school because I used the flip phone for a little bit, and it was like I text someone on iPhone. It was like, oh, you're getting a multimedia message, and I can't open it.
Yeah.
I'm like, ah, great.
Yeah, dude. I didn't have a flip phone, but I had one of those phones that would slide. I'm talking about the slide up
Dude,
keyboard.
those were legendary.
Yeah, dude.
I used to be able to type so fast. Do you remember on flip phones T9 word? How like you could type with instead of doing it like A, B, C, where you got to hit like to get to C, you have to press like 2, 3 times. Instead of that, T9 word was like almost like autocorrect right now. Like you
Oh,
put a
yeah,
whole bunch
okay,
of
yeah, I
things.
remember. Yep.
Oh, dude, I crushed T9 word. I'll say that, dude, crushed it. I'm so fast.
See, this is what I wanted to ask you too. How old were you when you had a Facebook account?
See, I was pretty early too.
Mm-hmm.
My parents were a lot less strict on me than they were my brother. I'll say that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's how
Like,
my parents were too.
well, I mean, first kid, second kid, but no, I got my
Whoa.
grandma's call, my grandma's nest video chatting. Oh no, I got a Facebook sixth grade. I
Uh-huh.
remember I did it and I was obsessed with it. Though I'll say that I was on that thing so much because I was like, dude, I have so many friends on here. I was just adding so many people. I was like, I have so many.
Were you adding random people?
No, it was like people I knew.
Oh,
Kind
okay.
of. I was adding my brother's friends and like because like I always wanted to hang out with my brothers, so because like older brother, so I was always like, oh, I'm gonna friend all these people,
Yeah.
all them. I was like, yeah, I'm friends with them.
Yeah, see, I remember I got a Facebook in like 5th grade, but I was only allowed to play the game Farmville. That's the only thing I did on it
That was
until
it.
I think
You're not allowed to post updates.
like a couple months later that they're like, you could post updates because I was only allowed to be like with friends with like friends and family, and then that
Yeah,
was it. Like no
that was
add
kind of
random
how it
people.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
my
then
parents
now,
had to
dude.
like manage it. They're like, all right, whoever you add, I gotta see
Yep.
it first. Like,
Yeah, that
it's
was the
like, all
thing.
right, but I used to
So it's
post a
hard when
lot
you're
on Facebook
chatting
when
with
I was
babes,
little.
you know.
Yeah, they were there was cock blocks at early age, man, just ruining my chances. Uh,
No,
no,
I posted a
I,
lot too.
dude, I've gone back and looked and like, it was always like incomplete sentences
Yep.
and spelled terribly, but it was always about like, it was like Pop Warner. I'm like, there's a couple that we're both tagged on, and it's
Yes, I've
like
seen those. Yeah,
talking about like midget football game at home. Be there. We want crowd packed champion game.
I remember that. We want crowd packed.
Yeah,
No, dude.
packed
Yeah,
for a midget football game.
if you keep if you keep going down in like the list, it's just like you just see all the stuff, and I'm just like, oh man, and it just
Were
makes
you
you
ever part?
cringe.
Were you ever part of those people? Like, I had a few that people would tag me like at the end of it was like one of those people would tag like 100 people, and it would be like one girl tagging 100 people, and like I have a couple that were like last day of seventh grade year, kind of nervous. We're gonna be in eighth grade next year, and it'd be like, and then a whole like 100 comments. It'd be like, dude, I know, crazy.
Yeah,
I'd
there's
be
a
always
couple
like,
of them I
I'm
was
so
in with that.
crazy. Yeah, I used to get so many of those. It's so annoying.
Oh, dude. Yeah, you'd like add everybody that was at your school and stuff. It was fun. Facebook used to be
Dude,
fun. Now I hate it. I
yeah,
can't stand it.
yeah, dude. So because dude, think about it. We were at the beginning of social media, like
Mm-hmm.
social media booming. Those
Yeah.
that was the time to be alive.
Yeah, because
Instagram.
there was like MySpace and stuff, but I wouldn't really say it was like crazy
Yeah,
booming.
I never went on MySpace. I never knew what
I think it
MySpace
like
was.
took off for like a year or two and then it kind of died
Mhm.
down.
No, but like I remember Instagram. Like when I first got an Instagram, that was like big.
Oh,
Like
dude, I was like, what is this? And then
it was
I remember
huge.
I loved it. I loved Instagram more than Facebook for a while. I still do. I'd rather have Instagram.
Yeah, because I'm like the classic Insta. Remember Snapchat had the
I was so afraid to download Snapchat.
dude. No, but like I spent a lot of time. I've gone through so many social media accounts. When I was like younger, I would always just delete and then restart. Like
Yeah.
Instagram, I had like 3 different accounts, but like Snapchat, I did that a whole bunch of times. But do you remember when it had like the best friends list? You could see who people were talking to.
Yes, that was weird. I didn't like
Ruined
that.
relationships. Let me
Right?
say that, dude. The one like uh freshman year. I was dating a girl and I was like, yo, I'm not even on her best friend list. I was like, what is this? I was
Yeah, you
like,
got all
what is
mad.
this shit?
Dude,
Yeah,
what was it? Do
yeah.
you remember speaking of Ask FM when people would be like, post your best friend list? I remember
Dude.
I made it on this girl's list and I'm like, they know. The world
Like a
knows now,
Breakfast Club
baby.
celebration.
Yeah. Well, guess the cat's out of the bag.
No, dude, when did Twitter come around? I don't remember. I don't
Twitter's
remember the beginning of Twitter.
Twitter was basically around, I think, the same time that Facebook was. But what
Really?
was
That far back?
yeah, like 2013. No, maybe no, because Facebook's been around longer. So like 2013,
Yeah.
2012 is when I first noticed what Twitter was. But it was like it seemed like only celebrities used Twitter,
Hmm.
and it was like where because they had Facebook accounts, but most of them were like managed by a company, and
Okay.
like Twitter was like more of like them just talking or like posting random stuff. And then I remember it kind of became big, and then it didn't seem like till like recently it's huge now.
Yeah, like I didn't get on Twitter. I didn't get on that Twitter scene until end of my junior year of high
Mm-hmm.
school. That was the first time I downloaded it. I was like, let's see what this. Well, I did it for football reasons, but I was like, let's see what all the hype's about, you know. But I don't remember it. I don't remember hearing about it before that at all.
Dude, I remember I had one when I was 13 because there's this YouTube channel that I watched that was a sports channel.
Mm.
And was it 2013 or 2014? Whatever year the Niners lost the NFC championship to the
Mm-hmm.
Seahawks. And it was that one where Richard Sherman got hit in the face.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember this like YouTube was like it was like a contest and they were like all you got to do is send out a tweet like what did you think about Richard Sherman's comments yada yada and then like you'd win all this stuff. And I just remember it's like the most like middle school tweet. It was just like Richard Sherman is a piece of crap. It was very disrespectful what he did to the game of football by
Was this
trash
you?
talking. Yeah,
Did you win?
but I
Oh,
was just, I remember the tweet just because of how like misspelled, like just horrible grammar, and just Richard Sherman is a piece of crap.
oh, dude, it's so funny to watch like kids like try to roast you and like dude,
Oh,
you can't
dude.
even, you can't even say shit. Yeah, you don't even have the balls to say that word.
Speaking of kids, and then
Oh.
also YouTube, what'd you think of the Jake Paul fight?
That was a joke.
Dude, it was
That's a joke.
awful.
If that was not staged, then that's so embarrassing for Ben Askren. I'll say that.
Yeah, dude. Like,
I really hope. I think it was staged because
yeah.
he looked way too happy coming after.
Oh
him.
yeah. I think it was just basically he was like, take one on the chin, you're good.
Yeah,
And,
take
like,
one and make
The
money.
chances, like, think about it, like now Jake Paul, like that was a fast knockout, and Ben Askren's known for being knocked out fast. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know, things aren't adding up.
yeah. Would you, for $1 million, step in the ring with like a Chuck Liddell or a Kimbo Slice or like a Mike Tyson?
Oh yeah,
$1
but
million.
I would pull a Ben Askren, and I would just let him get one good shot on me, and then I would just lay there.
But there's got to be like some ground. So you have to survive like a round, like a 3 to 5 minute round. You have to survive.
Okay, boxing, you might be able to get away with it just a
Boxing, you
little
have a chance.
because boxing is more of like
UFC?
just try not to get hit. UFC, dude.
Dude, you're either getting kicked in the face, you're getting kicked in. Dude, if I get kicked in the knee, I'm done.
Oh god.
I'm tapping.
Yeah, either you're getting kicked, punched, or getting thrown to the ground. Either one. Oh.
Yeah, I would definitely do a
Dude.
boxing. I would step into a boxing ring.
No, yeah, dude. That's what. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is the smartest thing these like internet
even if
people
you
could do.
Even if you get hit, it's not gonna hurt that bad. You got gloves on.
Oh yeah.
Those gloves are kind of thick.
Yeah. Now I got a question. Do you think Jake Paul is like the biggest piece of shit, or do you think it's an act?
I don't know, because
Like, do you think he does it for
he
attention?
makes a lot of money. I'll say that. He makes a lot of money. He knows what he's doing, but he's so annoying. I'll say that.
Dude.
Too. I like his brother a lot more. Logan Paul's way better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, his brother now is taking on, especially in boxing, they like the nickname like Problem Child, and he's like just insane all the time. It's really screaming pro wrestling. And like even when he talks, I'm just like, dude, this is like he's either the smartest man or the dumbest man because this is working.
I had really high hopes for Ben Askren watching the press conferences. I was
did
like, okay,
too.
Jake Paul sounds like crap. I was like, Ben seems confident, chilling.
Dude, and
But
Jake
boy,
Paul,
was I wrong.
if you look at Jake Paul in the eyes, there's nothing behind there. He's like
Yeah,
insane looking.
It's cloudy.
Yeah, man. I was just like, this. Like right when I heard about it, I was like, this is why I don't pay for these things.
Yeah, that's why I stream. All right, that's
Yeah.
when I find a stream.
Yeah,
You
man.
watch it illegally in like Spanish or something, whatever.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Not that hard. I
was
never
it-
pay.
My brother was we were illegally streaming a UFC fight, and I remember there was like it was the women fighting, and all of a sudden there was like memes popping up on screen,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
it was just like the weirdest shit. My brother's like, it happens sometimes, it'll go away, and for the whole fight there was just this giant meme.
yeah. You
It
just
happens
can't deal with
sometimes.
it.
Yeah, like what do you think the guy's thinking when he's doing that? Like, oh, I'm gonna throw this one on, see how the boys like it.
see if this one hits.
Been saving this one for a while.
Oh, that's funny. What time are we at here?
I think we're about at the time.
Reed, where can I find you, dude?
You can find me at my other podcast at Hatbox Mountain. Justin, where can they find you?
JJ_man_20 Instagram and Twitter.
Twitter.
Follow this podcast on Instagram, the show _with Junior. That is the show _with Junior. Oh, you can actually follow me on TikTok. JJ.
Yeah, that's right. TikTok game.
20. JJ_20. I post some clips of this podcast from like weekly episodes, little clips,
Heck
which
yeah,
I'm also
boy.
posting on. Which I'm also posting on Instagram too. I just realized, I got another follower on Twitter or on TikTok.
You're moving your way up, baby.
Blowing up, baby. But go follow that and go like and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your folks, tell your moms, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.